So in movie news this week, we start with Marcia Lucas. So for those who don't know, the original Star Wars was edited by Paul Hirsch, Richard Chew, and George's then wife, Marcia Lucas. But she's come out this week. It's actually a quote from a book that's just come out that interviewed Marcia. But she's basically said that the new Disney-era Star Wars films are crap. The actual quote, she said that J.J. Abrams doesn't have a clue, criticised the Disney-era films, saying, absolutely, positively, there was no rhyme or reason to it. When I saw that movie where they kill Han Solo, I was furious. So she's not a fan, Greg.
She is a fan of Han Solo.
A massive fan of Han Solo.
How dare you kill Han Solo? You don't kill him, you freeze him in carbonite, put him in the freezer for a few months and defrost him when you need him.
I love you.
Fuck off.
I always put that down to Harrison Ford because he just hated playing Han Solo so much that he was probably in his contract. He said, I'll come and do another Star Wars as long as you kill the character and I never have to return. Even though they brought his ghost back in, what one was it, Rise of Skywalker?
I thought he should have died in the last one. George didn't think there was any future in dead Han toys.
I don't necessarily agree with the Han Solo thing because I think it was probably right.
I thought The Force Awakens was the best of the
it was,
three.
Absolutely.
And that moment was up there with some of the other moments from the rest of the saga. So I'm with you on that. I don't necessarily agree with that, but I'm sure she has her reasons for saying it.
Absolutely. But I think for the other parts, I think she's absolutely right. I mean, Marcia's quite important in the history of Star Wars. She basically saved the original Star Wars.
Exactly. That's the thing, isn't it? She was the reason they say that it was saved from being canned because she put such a good edit together in its early stages that, you know, the executives were sated by her cut and said, okay, I can see what you're going for. And a lot of people say, you know, most people don't know it, but she saved Star Wars. She knew how to cut a film together.
Well, absolutely. I mean, the original edit, you know, he showed it to filmmakers and executives. Brian De Palma has famously said, it's an absolute mess. What's this? It makes no sense. Marcia recut it after that and got rid of a bloated first act, which was a bit like American Graffiti in Space.
That's it. American Graffiti in Space.
Space is the famous quote. The trench run sequence at the end, she made it so that the threat was the Death Star was going to blow up the planet. So there was actually, you know, some peril and excitement to the sequence. So it really made the film that we now know as iconic. So I think she's very well versed and respected enough to make these criticisms.
Yeah, sure.
I think that her criticisms and her comments are what we've all said about the new ones, that, you know, she's talking here about rhyme or reason. She's right. We've spoke about how there's no cohesion between the three films. None of them connect together properly. The characterization is flimsy. And I think that's what we've all criticized them for, that, you know, the three films are not a trilogy.
No.
At least they don't feel like one. There's no overarching plan. It's just...
over-the-top toy commercial.
Yeah. All three are so different that it doesn't make any sense.
You'd think with people like, you know, the people that they had working on it, you'd think they would have been able to, you know, with all the money and resources and historical context, would have been able to make the greatest sequels ever, and they still get it wrong. And that's what gets me. I think, how did you mess this up?
How do you fuck that up?
Having said that, Rogue One was brilliant. I enjoyed Solo as well. That was fine by me.
Yeah.
No problems with Solo. But yeah, the Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker. Eesh. I'm on Marcia's side.
I may have gone too far in a few places.
There are people that enjoy them. Whatever. Maybe they're younger people who don't have that kind of historical experience with the previous films. Okay. But, you know they're bad when people are saying, well, the prequels are better than this.
I love Jar Jar.